you ever thought about moving to Sumner, Washington? Are you someone who is interested in the I always call it Tahale community, neighboring community of Sumner? If you can answer yes to any of those questions, if you want to either be in Sumner or you want to go to Tahale and check that out, this is the podcast for you. You need to tap in today. You need to really tap in today and listen. Welcome to Inside Abode. This is Inside Abode. We come on here weekly. Pause, no diddy. But, you know, I'm just trying to make sure that we give everybody the info that they need for the Pierce County market. But also they need to know who our agents are and meet our agents. And today I have a special guest. Before I get to the guest, just like every time, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're down with this, cool. If you like it, cool. If you want us to talk about something, cool. Hit me at davidjones@windermere.com. If you want us to cover a certain area, let me know and we can do that. So yeah, just anyway, we appreciate y'all listening. Yeah, that part too. I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us. I appreciate if you're sitting here listening and you have been listening for a while. Thank you. I appreciate you. I see you. I hear you. Actually, maybe I might not see you, but I see you in the analytics. I see you showing up and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So today we're going to have a really dope conversation. This person is someone who I've known for a long time. Very special to us. Is basically like a family member. This person actually used to babysit me back when I was a kid. That's fascinating. These are some fun facts. This person is an OG Abode. They have been here since the very first day that Windermere Abode opened. And you know what's crazy about this fact is this person has been with us since the first day she's opened, and she has never recorded a podcast with me on Inside Abode after 7 years? She's done one with another person, but never a single one with just her on it. So this is the first time you've seen this. So I had to use the hands because it's a big deal. So this is OG. This is OG. Been in real estate for 12 years. Been married for 23 years to her husband, who believes LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. So we have to talk about that all the time. And I have to agree with him that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. And a fun fact, I already talked about the fun fact that this is her first time on the podcast, but she's also coming off of her best year in real estate ever in 12 years. So, I mean, let's give it up. You guys want to meet who I'm talking about? You want to see who I'm talking about? Let's give it up. Miss Kylie Hill, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. Yeah, I want to get the applause.
One thing clear right off the jump. I did not babysit you, okay? I am not that much older than you. I met you when you were 15. You were not being babysat. You were doing your own thing. The little brother and sister, they were there. They were the little.
Yeah, that's right. You were babysitting them. I consider that you was babysitting us too. I consider that me too. I consider me being part of that. So I don't know. How you doing today?
Doing great. I love that introduction.
Yeah, I just want to gas you up a little bit. I need to get better. I want to get better at my intros. I want to get better at gassing people up because it's fun.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Well, and just another little small correction. It's actually not my best year in real estate, but
I thought it was your best year in real estate.
I've had better years.
Did you know
it's been a good year.
Did you know that you're performing 12% better than those that are actually? I think it's 12 or 21%. I forget. I get the numbers mixed up. But you're performing better than most people in your same tenure and same average price point. All those things that you're performing above and beyond those who are in your. So that's a data point that you didn't probably know before today.
I'll take that. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the pump up.
Oh, you're welcome. So tell people about yourself. Like what else didn't I tell about Kylie Hill?
Well, it was pretty good. You know, lived in Sumner since 2005, which is why I grew up in Federal Way. You know, totally different community than what I'm living in now. And it's just been a dream since we lived there in 2005. My favorite part is it's 25 miles an hour. So when I get into Sumner and I just have to slow down, I literally, I roll my window down. I might turn up the tunes a little bit. And I'm just I'm back. Like, life's slowing down. We don't have to be racing around.
Oh, and you live downtown Sumner too. So do you guys go to the what's the burger shop? Like the old school little burger shop with the shakes?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would be living there. That's dangerous.
Well, and the
to kids
live. Close. I mean, people love. It's a popular spot.
Yeah. I bet.
I had some friends over yesterday, and one of my friends was saying that her son is always going to Dairy Freeze, and that's like their spot
Hmm.
where they hang out. And they've got all these cool new tables, and they've really,
Really?
yeah, kind of made it really. And they redid the intersection there in Sumner, so it's really wide, and you can cross like Australians do. You can do like the diagonal cross, so
They
it's
have the
kind of like a
diagonal cross?
hangout now.
Is that a thing in Northwest Lao? Like, because I've seen that.
It should be.
No, I saw that somewhere else. It was someone that was in Oakland, I think, and they were tripping out on the
Yeah,
cross, like the diagonal crosswalk. And I was like, yeah, that's a thing.
it was just like that way in Victoria, BC. It's so smart. You can just go
Yeah.
from. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
It makes 100% sense.
Have
You
you
know what
been to
else I
Dairy
think?
Freeze?
No, I haven't actually. I've driven by it a million times, but I've never been there. I've never actually been to Dairy Freeze.
Oh, we're gonna have to do something about that.
And when they named it, was that like meant to be like like a Dairy Queen, play off a Dairy Queen,
Oh,
or
that's
they
a
just
really
was
good
like Dairy
question.
Freeze?
I don't know.
I'm
I'm gonna
just
have
curious. I
to.
don't know.
That's a
When I hear
very
it,
good question.
it's what I thought about when I first heard it. I was like, wait, Dairy Freeze. Anyway, yeah,
Well,
that's
you don't
cool.
eat
And how?
meat, so you could get a shake. You like sweets.
Yeah, fries. Like
Their
I
fries are
definitely am.
delicious, hand cut.
I wanna taste the fries. I wanna
Okay.
taste the fries. So you said how long have you been living in Sumner? I forget. Did you
Well,
say that?
what is that? It's 20 years now, right? Because 2005 we moved in
Oh, okay. Yeah.
to
I mean,
Sumner from Federal Way.
you've literally raised two children and sent them off to college. So I guess that tracks.
Yep, which is
Yeah.
another success that we got the kids through high school and into college.
Yeah. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to the Ari and Zoe. Um, yeah, that's fun. It's been fun watching your family grow. And now you're empty
Thanks,
nesters, and
Dave.
now you get to just stare at the
Invite
pool
friends over
and
to come to
invite.
walk to Dairy Freeze with us.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think makes Sumner like such a special place to live, and how do you see that showing up day to day in the lives of the people that live there?
Wow. Well, it's very community like driven. And it's not
Okay,
just like it's like very progressive. It's a small city, but it's a progressive small city. And they're into just being inclusive and in having all sorts of different community events for people that bring
that's
in
cool.
all sorts of different activities. It's just I've never lived in a place where, and I think it's because it's small and you
Hmm.
look and it's in the valley. And so when you look to either side, you see trees that go up. And so there's this sort of sense of being sort of like tucked in.
Yeah,
And if the
yeah,
mountain
I get that one.
blows, that is a topic of conversation, especially with it rumbling and stuff right now, because we are in the valley. Like, we're going to have to hit high road.
Is it windy? So is it windy since you're in that little valley?
It's
Did like
not
when
windy, but
in the
it
spring?
can be a little bit breezier. Or like when the wind does whip up, it can do damage.
Okay,
But here's a
that makes
perfect
sense.
example. Last week, I backed into Tacoma superintendent's son's vehicle.
No,
Yeah.
and I know this person you're talking about
Yep.
too. Yeah,
Yep.
I
And
mean
I
you can go
backed
look it
right
up.
on
He's a
into it. And I
superintendent.
was like, oh. And this is the second time I've done the same thing in the same month. It was very painful, but I had to let them know. And we received a text from them this morning that they could not stomach what the quote was from the car company. Because I immediately told on myself, and said, we'll
Yeah, of
take care
course
of
you are,
this.
because you guys are friends and all that. So it's not.
Absolutely. We can't go through insurance because we have a terrible driver in the house. So we'll have to pay for this out of pocket. And they couldn't stomach the cost of it. And their son has been working on cars. And they're like, our son can take care of this for a fraction of the price. And we're trying to teach them that we take care of neighbors.
Yeah, I
And
love that.
and
And
so
that
we wanted
totally
to
sounds like him too. He's a
yes,
great
and we
guy.
wanted
Great
we
guy,
wanted
great
to
friend.
give the young adult a tip for he's going to be taking care of the car that we backed into and he's going to be doing the work, but he's doing it for half the price of what this bid was.
That's
So we wanted to give him a tip because we value that. And
yeah.
and dad was like, the tip has to be minimal. It's got to be minimal. We're trying to
That
teach our
sounds
kids
that's
what we do for our
like
neighbors.
yes,
That
I
sums it
love
up
it.
right there.
That does sum it up. That's dope. That's super
Yeah.
dope. Shout out to Jay. Um yeah, that's really dope. I love JG. JG. We'll just say JG for all intents and purposes. I don't know. That's up to him if he wants to be on it. I don't know if he wants his name out there, but it doesn't matter. He's a superintendent anyway. But really good dude, really good family. And that does sum up, I think, him at least and his family. So if it's good for them, then you know that that's how people are rolling there. Because I know what he's about.
Yeah,
So that's
and it's
super
just
dope.
about giving back and just doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. I just really, really love it. But when I say it's a small town, I don't want to give the impression, like it's a closed-minded small town. That's why I say it's a progressive little city.
yeah. That's cool. And it's like downtown's really cute. Like you guys
Very
have your
cute.
little
And we've got Food
downtown, like
Truck
boutique
Alley now.
shops and
Like
stuff.
we've got
Oh,
concerts
food
in the
truck.
park. We've got all sorts of different
Okay.
things. Well, and then one of the other cool things that doesn't necessarily, this doesn't go for everybody, but it's one of the things that makes the town so special is we have this homecoming parade. Now, we have a parade for
Oh, yeah, I've
everything.
seen.
We've got the Daffodil Parade, we've got the Santa Parade, but the homecoming parade is really special because it represents every single club. It's not just for sports teams. They've got
Hmm.
every club that you can imagine. There's so many. There's like 50, I swear. And all these kids get to walk in this parade and
That's
they know
dope.
about it when they're little. And like all the businesses come out and it's just exciting.
I
It's,
love that.
yeah, it's fun.
I love it. So, like, based on all of this, what are you seeing? Like, what types of buyers are pulling up to Sumner, or like at least being drawn to Sumner? And we'll talk about Tahale after this. But, um, is it more like family oriented? Is that what mostly you're seeing, or is it a good place
No,
for
not
like
necessarily.
single
Yes, it is
people and
hands
just
down
random?
family oriented, but it's also like there's, single professionals and
Yeah,
that the city has just done what am I trying to say?
multifamily, like.
Multifamily buildings. Thank you. Lots of
Mhm.
multifamily buildings with businesses on the bottom. And so it's diversified
That's
our
dope. I
real
like
estate
that.
a little bit and it's
Yeah, I like
changing
that.
the demographics a little bit, which is
I love
great.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. We can see it. I can see it when I'm walking around.
And I feel like if I was someone who wanted to have like almost a city feel, but not in a big city, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I
Like
was
I would
trying to
shoot for
say.
something like that, where it's like, okay, well, yeah, let me go ahead and stay, and you can look out and see the businesses and see the street, you know what I'm saying, and walk
You
down there
can
and
walk to
walk
the
to the coffee shop.
brewery, yes, or the coffee shop, all the things.
Yeah,
So if you
no,
are,
because
say, a single professional and maybe you're just
mhm.
getting started out in this world, the train is right there. And so if you're
Yeah,
having to commute,
the sounder,
yeah, if you're having to commute, sorry, those glasses are like blinding. The Sounder's right there. And so then you can just
yeah.
ride that into downtown Seattle. And a lot of people have gotten called back to work. Amazon, Google.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that's a nice way to commute and not have to take your car.
I like that. I dig it. I dig
Uh-huh.
it. That's a good. So that part right there is something I don't think people think about when they're moving to Sumner or thinking about
Being
living
a good
there
commuter
is
place.
yes, like because I used to ride the Sounder when I was working in Kent and we'd always stop in Sumner. And so it was just like a great commuting. Like I enjoyed my Sounder experience. I'll just
Yeah.
put it that way.
You can
Don't have
listen
to
to
go
your
into
own
detail, but I
tunes.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
listen to your own book. It's
Yeah. Always on time, like always just like clockwork, and so
Parking can
yeah,
be
that's
tricky. Parking has been a struggle over the years because it
mm,
is such a popular station, especially with,
it is
as
a
we're
popular
talking
one.
later, with Tahaleh. That's a planned development up the hill. People can come down and grab the train from there, but they are building a parking garage. So I believe it's a 3-story parking garage that they're working on.
So Sumner is the downtown, like Sumner's like the small town community feel. Tell me about Tahale. So if there's I'm someone, let's say I don't know anything about either ones, and I'm listening to this podcast, and I'm saying like, oh, so if Sumner's this, then where's Tahale, and like, is that
It will feel
near
the world
Sumner
away.
or is it
It will feel a world away.
okay?
But it's not. It would be Sumner is in the valley, but then it also creeps up both sides of the hill. And then past that would be Bonnie Lake as you
Okay,
continue to go up 410. That's the next
okay,
exit off
yep,
of. And then so Tahale is in Bonnie Lake. So if you know where
got
Costco
it, got it.
is in in Bonnie Lake, it's tucked behind Costco like 10 to 15 minutes. And it's this huge, beautifully planned, developed community with parks and bike trails.
Hmm.
And it feels like you almost live in another spot with all the trees.
Yeah, no,
And
I
then the
remember driving
mountain
through
views,
there. The mountain view is crazy. Like how they
it's
planned
like you could
that.
touch it. It's like you
is,
could honestly
yeah,
touch it.
it's picturesque. And it's definitely like if you drive through there, you can't not notice it, especially on a clear day like we've had the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I bet it's just been beautiful making that drive out of there, in there, whatever, wherever
Well,
you
and the
see it.
whole concept behind their community is you can live there from the very beginning, from being a first-time home owner, all the way to maybe when you're in assisted living home, such as Wesley. So they've
Okay.
got 55 plus, and then they also have assisted living home, and they're
Okay.
building their second one up there. So, let's say you want to move your parents close to you, but they need more assistance, they could have that in this community.
So would you say it's more like a planned community? Like it's
Yes.
something along those lines? Okay.
Yep. They
Because
just
when I
put their
went
first
there,
7-Eleven, and that has been a
oh, they
massive
did.
hit. Can you imagine all those kids and their
Oh, I bet the
after
kids are
school?
going there every day. Like
Yes.
I I was tripping that it was going to be a 7-Eleven because it didn't give me that vibe when I was there. But I know it's a very. Do they have gas at the 7-Eleven, or do you have to
Yes.
still leave to go get gas? Oh, they do have gas there?
Yep.
No
And so they are
way.
going to start building in. I mean, at one point, I think they want to have a grocery store up there. They plan on building this out a little bit more because it is a little further out there. And that is the part that can be hard for people it takes about 25 minutes from Tahaleh to Sumner,
Okay.
but it's still in the same district.
Yeah.
Most of Tahale is the Sumner Bonnie Lake School District. The new part
Okay.
that they are developing is the Ording School District. And that is
Interesting.
an important fact for people when they are
Yeah.
shopping up there.
Yeah. And they have the like little. I don't know. I don't want to call it a rec center because it's not a rec center, but it's like the center, like the hub of Tahale. At least it seems like to
Like
me when you go down there,
Discovery Park area.
where you can get the coffee. Like
Oh,
what's
that is,
the
oh
little
my gosh,
community hub
the
type
Post.
situation?
Is that called the Post? I should know that. I need to look that up.
Well, it's the hub. It's where you get
Yeah.
coffee and you can hang out and
You can
like
also
that's really
it's a
cool.
brewery there now too.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't been there and obviously not enough
Well, it
time.
sounds
Like I
like
think I went
you
there
need to
last
come to my way, and we
summer.
need to have a little date
Yeah.
on that side. Bring the
Tahale.
kids, bring the
Okay.
dog, because they've got a dog park. That's awesome. Hounds
Yeah.
Hollow. And it even has turf in the dark park and trails and like little stations that the dogs could do their tricks on.
So you said that there's a trail. How long is this trail, like just
They have
for Tahale, or
yeah,
does
they
it
have
go?
massive trails throughout. And they also have a new mountain bike park that's on 204 acres. It's really just, you can walk, you could stroll, you could roll. There's something for everyone. And the Discovery Park is a park that's made, now I'm not going to say this right, but to live with the land.
Mhm.
So like how would you say that? It's, built so it's right with the way the water's flowing and, so all the
Oh, okay.
things,
Got
like
it.
they're
So you
following
can
preservation
you can live
of,
off the land?
well, no, you can't live off the land there, but you can walk around
I
and
was gonna
you can
say,
see all the birds, and they've built it so
got it.
it's not messing with the animals and the
Oh,
structure.
okay. Yeah, yeah. So it's like nature adjacent. Like,
Yep. They've
and
got gardens back there that people can rent garden space. They have a big brand new clubhouse that people can get married there or throw parties in.
dang. They've added a lot since
A
I've been there. 'Cause when I
lot.
went there, I was like, man, I see the vision. Like, this is super dope. And I think the 7-Eleven was just being built.
Huh?
I didn't know, but we didn't know it was gonna be a 7-Eleven. We're like, what's that gonna be? It looks like a gas station or like a little store or something. And anyway,
Well, and now there's a new dentist up there.
oh,
Can you imagine how busy that dentist is?
and there's an elementary school too, right? Isn't there an
2.
elementary school? There's 2 in there?
Mhm.
Dang. Like, that's crazy. Like, there's so much going on in there right
Well,
now.
and the
It's
one thing I've found with buyers of why people love this community so much is, especially if people are coming from out of state and they're moving, their family, it is just the safest choice because
Mhm.
you can see all these things and you can see
Yeah.
all these people ripping around and they're on bikes and they're walking their dogs. And so you can rest assured you're probably going to be able to land here and there's
And
going to be
be there
something
for a little
for
bit.
everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. I was saying about living off the land. I was laughing in my head, and here's what I thought of, because Carl, our dog,
Huh?
has been, I don't know, he's going through like some midlife evaluation. I don't want to call it a
No.
crisis, but because he is
Separation
like,
anxiety, maybe?
you know how dogs like just sit under you and will just wait for food, and it seems like that's their only thing that they do now for the rest of their life is just wait for food. Like he's in that stage, and he just like changed. It seemed like overnight, but in his quest for food, he's found out that if he goes out back, there's a plum tree back there that's dropping plums. And
And he'll
so
eat them?
he will come back up the stairs, and you can tell because he's only like he's not even 20 pounds. Well, now he's bigger than that, but
Is he
like
eating the plums?
yes, he's grubbing. He'll come
Is
up
he
and he's
having
like
diarrhea?
he be coming up licking his lips. I'm like, you was down there
Well, and he's
grubbing,
got to
weren't
be
you?
all purple. And wait, does he get the runs? I mean, because aren't plums a
Yes,
natural, like,
absolutely. Yes, yes. It's
no,
not
that
good. It's
plum tree's
not
coming
good.
down. I'm chopping that plum tree immediately.
He said he said you're chopping the plum tree down.
That
Yeah, it's
causes
not
rats and
good.
rodents and mice. No, you don't want to landscape. You
No,
got
we
to
don't
get rid
have
of
no
that
rats.
tree.
No, we don't have no rats or rodents. You know me, because I do not do
Well,
rats or
they attract
mice
that,
and
is what I'm
rodents.
saying. I
They
had plum
do,
trees
but
in my backyard too, and that shit was cut down immediately.
hey, they know not to come near me, because I will. I will not have it. We're not doing mice. We're not doing rodents.
Poor Carl. Let's take Carl up to the dog park. I'll bring him some treats.
Carl, he's gonna, yeah, he's hitting middle age, and it's kind of weird because he's like a super active dog and just all up in your face all the time and super energetic. And then he's a terrier, so people can understand. Like he's an asshole. He's a terrier and mixed with something, but he's funny as hell. Anyway, that just made me think. That made me laugh. I literally thought that when you said like living off the land. So like, let's say I was someone that was trying to decide between Sumner and Tahale. Like if I was out of state or something and I just didn't know anything about it, obviously you would like show them around or show both places. But what one would I choose? And I know you're kind of biased because you're in Sumner. Like which one would I choose, and what are some of the
Well, I
like?
mean,
Yeah, why would you choose
I
one over
feel
the
like I
other?
can answer non-biasedly because it's kind of like two totally different sort of lifestyles. Because
Mm,
it's hard to find. The original part of Sumner was built in the early 1900s. Fun fact, I live
mm.
on Academy Street, and it's called Academy Street because Whitworth was started in Sumner. So
Oh,
Whitworth
really?
College, yeah,
I didn't know that.
was started in Sumner, and then it moved to Spokane.
Interesting.
So it was built in the early 1800s. Then there's, pockets that were built up in the 60s and 70s. Those are more like the Ramblers at the time.
Okay.
So we have a few pockets of new construction, but not as much. So if someone's not into living in an older house that they might, have to take over some older things, the new construction, planned development, kids can rip around in the neighborhood. You have probably a gazillion kids that live on the same street. That's
Mm,
a little bit different feel. But if you are a commuter and you have to commute to work every day,
hmm.
Tahaleh is probably not a choice for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you have to. It does take. You have to go get in and out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you work
Yeah.
from home or if you have a job that's a little bit more flexible, if you're doing an 8 to 5, you're commuting into the city, Tahaleh is not the place for you. It's too far.
Okay. That makes sense.
Sumner
Unless you're
is
down to
even
drive like
probably
that.
a stretch, but you at least have the Sounder train right there that you can jump on
Hmm.
to get to. So it kind of to be dependent upon those things.
Yeah, but the
But like
Summer
I've
train is
sold
so nice.
a
Like it's
couple
such a
Seattle
game
police
changer.
officers up in Tahaleh, like have transferred from out of state, and their kids live there, and they they commute at different times, so
Yeah,
that's not difficult for them.
that makes sense. I mean, it
Yeah, so it just
100%
depends.
makes sense. Yeah, that's and you know what too? Like there's something about being in a downtown area like that while Tahale has all the amenities. Like I like the vibe of sidewalks and
Yeah.
storefronts
Mm-hmm.
and just having that vibe just a little bit, even just a little bit.
Yep.
So for
And not
example,
a
in
lot of
Furk,
HOAs either. So, sometimes
mm,
there's some
yeah,
places that someone might have lived in for 30 plus years and it's looking like maybe someone doesn't live there because they're too old to maintain it anymore. That can
mm.
happen sometimes.
So so it is a planned community, quote unquote, but it's more like a city. It's like a
It
city
lives a
that
lot
the
like North Tacoma. It feels like
okay,
North Tacoma to me.
okay,
And I commute from Sumner to North Tacoma and like it takes 25 minutes and I love it. It's like,
okay.
I love the little commute that I have.
And that's not really that long. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that much. Like even for me to get to Furcrest, if there's like moderate traffic, I'm looking at 17 minutes,
17
15
minutes and
minutes.
37 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, but it's not 20. Sometimes it is, but it's mostly like under 20, but above 15. Like if I know, like if I'm
And that's in the city, from
somewhere in
city to
there.
city.
Yeah. And so I'm like, it's not like I live that close to the office. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I hear someone say like, oh, it's 25 minutes, I'm like, that's really not much more than I'm driving every day.
No.
So, and I live quote unquote close and I'm in the same city pretty much. So yeah,
I mean,
it's all
I
about
did
what people.
just tour, Dave. I know that you and I sometimes have a secret desire to have our own space. Like some of these condos that we've toured, we've been like, yeah, we could buy this, hide out here. No one could find us. I toured Salmon Beach the other day.
uh,
Man,
is that the
could
place?
we
Like,
just could we just buy that and hold on to it and then share? We could all share our private time when we want to go there.
yeah, I was talking about this the other day. Now with Salmon Beach, I've never been down there, and you know why I've never been down there? Because I ain't trying to walk up them steps coming back up.
66, I think it was.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that on my best day.
I mean, but it's special. It's special.
I know it's special. I heard my neighbors actually live down there, so the neighbors were getting together with tonight.
Okay.
They live down there. They rented down there for a little bit, and
I mean, it
they
is
think the
something.
world of it. They think it's dope, and I'm like, yeah. And those stairs, like,
I would never leave. Once I got down there,
that's the problem.
I'm not
I
going
would never
anywhere.
leave. I know I would never
I already
leave.
have a
You'd
hard
have
enough
to.
time as it is.
I need a boat. If I
Yep.
had a boat, I might consider. I
Yep.
just
And you
need a
could get
boat.
just a little dinghy. You don't need anything big. You could just get
But
a
what are you
little
doing? It's
something.
raining. What are you
You
doing?
stay
It's
in the
raining.
house and you watch the storm from your windows.
I mean, that's kind of. What if you have to get you have to a showing or you have
Stormed in.
closing? So you're gonna.
These are our days off, Dave. Okay, these are our dreamy days. This is when we're not taking care of anybody else but ourselves.
No, I do need to hit. I do need to go down there though. I heard it's beautiful. I heard the community, like its own little community, and I just have never been, and I'm really. I think it'd be super dope. So yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely.
so all sorts of great communities around in Pierce County.
Are there any misconceptions about Sumner or Tahaleh? I always want to say Tahaleh.
It's hard. Yeah, Tahaleh.
That you want to clear up?
Tahaleh. Maybe you'll remember it now.
Yeah, I feel like you've already addressed some of that. But are there any misconceptions?
Well, this was before my time in Sumner, but it was called Scumner. And I
What?
was just told
I never heard that.
yesterday.
And I've
Yeah,
lived
I was
here.
told yesterday, this was back in the day, they had said when they were playing baseball against Sumner that the boys' baseball girlfriends were always pregnant back in the day.
What?
This is what I was
That's
told yesterday.
crazy.
I know.
That's wild.
I have never seen anything scummy about it whatsoever.
I don't get
And
that
I
vibe.
mean,
I've never heard that, and I've never have thought of Sumner that
yeah,
way.
that's what
And I've lived
that.
here my whole life.
Okay, so yeah, it's just really not. You got to come and give it a chance, and
Okay.
there's just something for everybody there.
And like also, let's just talk about it. There's a golden era for Sumner happening right now in high school sports. Like y'all just won the state. Y'all won state football.
Yep.
The girls have a powerhouse program for basketball. I'm
And
sure
soccer.
there are other sports, soccer as well. Yes, soccer, which your daughter played on.
I mean,
So,
and
like,
can we talk about the band? Like
I
the
heard
Sumner band
I
is
heard the
also
band is crazy.
nationally known.
They have like a marching band, a regular band. They got all the what do you want to call it? Orchestra? They got all of it.
Yep. And then
The
we
music
also
program is very
Sumner
robust.
also has the IB program, and that is why a handful of kids do come to Sumner is because that program is not offered
Yep.
around at the other schools. And you could
And
probably
let
speak
me-
more to that.
I can. So I just wanted to clarify what that means for people. So what the IB program is, and why I liked it more than IP, because when I was an assistant principal, I wasn't at an IB school, and our charge was to take that IB school, which was just junior and senior for IB, and turn it into a whole IB school. So freshman through senior, like all were doing IB work. And what IB is it's a different approach to learning, which there's like nine foundational like personal profiles that you can fall under. So every student is something. You recognize and
Mm,
identify every student as something, like a student. And I like that because it's like in others type schools, like you might not fall in the traditional category. So there's balanced,
mhm.
there's like I'm so rusty on it. I used to know them all
Well,
by
yeah, I am
the
too.
back of
My
my
kids
hand,
were not part of that because I believed
but
it to be like the smartest of the smart kids.
it is. But I'm just saying, like, it's a different approach. It's like taking a question, and that's like the main thing that you do. Like, you just say,
Okay.
it's called a statement of inquiry for the unit. You just like, so the statement of inquiry for this unit is blah. You're answering a question versus like rote memory, like, you know what I'm saying? And so you'll get
Mm-hmm.
that stuff in the pursuit of, is this right or wrong, or is this, however the teacher
Mm-hmm.
wants to frame it, but you're still learning all the objectives along the way, but you get to come up with like and
Your
you get to look
own.
at it from
You have
different
to.
perspectives because it's an
Uh-huh.
international perspective. And the reason what really hit me on IB, which I'm sorry, I really like IB, is when I went to a
Good.
conference. What's that?
I'm glad I mentioned it.
Yeah, I went to a conference, and this is why I really love it. I went to a conference, and I don't, I go to school conferences all the time. But when I went to this IB conference, there's people from Mexico, there's people from Canada, there's people from France, there's people from all over the world.
Yeah.
And I
Very
was like,
cool.
I get it. Like, so you mean to tell me if my kid goes to your school, they're good? And they're like, yeah. And I was like,
Wow.
all right, I get it. I'm in. Like, I was like, I'm in. This is an international program. So it's
Mm.
like, it's not just America. So I was like, oh, this type of learning is like a global thing. Yeah. And I was like, I'm in. That's all you got to tell
Well,
me.
and I
Like,
kind of
cool.
thought that a lot of the students who wanted to pursue like Ivy League schools and things like that, then they would
That too.
be they like to be in this IB program.
Oh, it's very hard. If you're an IB school, you just have these principles. But if you want to go for your IB diploma and be in the IB program, like to get your IB
I think they had to
diploma,
take all IB classes,
that's a
and
whole different, yeah. Then you're
yes,
having like, you're
but students do
basically,
that. They graduate in this IB program at the end of
oh,
it
it's
if
hard. It's super
that's
hard.
what they choose.
So you can also just be part of IB. Like, I don't know if they're a whole IB school, but that's what we were doing, is like trying to just
Okay.
basically changing instruction for the whole school, which,
Okay.
yeah, which actually your neighbor that we talked about earlier can speak a lot to that
Okay.
because
Gosh, if he had any
he was my
idea.
boss at that time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's really cool. I really love the IB program though. And all the staff members, shout out to the staff members that are doing that. There's a class called something of theory. And basically it's a class that they all have to take, but it's just, you're just talking about stuff, world stuff. Like there's no, I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's
Not
the way
any
of,
structured curriculum.
it's just a good way
You
to
can kind
learn.
of, yeah,
It's the
and
leader,
use your brain.
the leader IB person in the whole building is like having this class where they get to just kind of pontificate on things and just have room to ask questions and do things and really dissect stuff, and I think that it's like a morning class that isn't like a full, you know what I mean? It's just like a touch
Uh-huh.
point.
Uh-huh.
So I just
Uh-huh.
think the way that the program is set up is really, really, it's community driven. They have community projects. Like
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It
So
sounds
the
just
fact
like
that
something
Sumner's doing
Sumner would
that,
have, to be
yeah, the
perfectly
fact that
honest. It
Sumner's
sounds
doing
like it
that
just
fits,
fits. Yes.
100% fits. So
I was gonna
yeah,
say
that's cool.
I posted a reel this morning. I'm trying to do some community features,
Hmm.
and I'm trying to be you, Dave, and I'm wanting to interview the owners or people who work there. And so
Yeah.
this is the first time I've done this. And so I just released the first one, and it was for the bike shop in Sumner.
Nice.
I have gotten more engagement on this video. Last time I looked, it had 14 shares,
Yeah,
which doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a lot for
that's a
me.
lot.
And I'm trying to figure out, I wish I could, is it because of the bike shop and people are excited about the bike shop? I want to know why people are sharing this one.
Yeah, because people want to know about people like seeing the bike shop being put out there, like, and that guy probably deserves it, or guy,
And
whoever
Marshall, he
runs
did
it.
great. Like, I literally asked him a question, passed the mic over to him. First time I'd ever held a mic like this. And he did it. And people are like, I think everyone wants to buy e-bikes now.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at one in Best Buy, like, ooh. I would probably ride that to work if I had one.
I have a
I would
tip for
try at
you.
least.
I have a
What's
tip.
that?
They said it's best, because we've been looking around for over a year now, and I'm ready to pull the
Mm-hmm.
trigger. They had said it's best to buy it from a local bike shop.
Yeah.
It may be a little bit more expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but when you come back to have it maintenanced, and this is something that you need to have maintenanced all the
Good
time,
point. Yep.
that you want to, so not to turn you away from Best Buy, but we got that bike shop right down here in
Yeah.
North
Second site.
Tacoma,
The bike shop. Yeah. The cycle shop.
right here
Yeah.
on 30th.
No, I definitely would go there first. Like, I'm not gonna go buy a bike from Best Buy. No, but I was looking at it there, and I was like, "Yo, these are dope." Like, I've always. Have you ever ridden one before?
We just rented them in Victoria, BC, and so now I'm
You feel
hot
like
to trot.
superhuman on those. Yeah.
Dude, and we can ride the Foothills Trail. So in Sumner, there's a Foothills Trail that starts. You can ride it all the way to Enumclaw. It's 21 miles. I'm going to
That
want some assist with this, okay? I'm going to
on
want a
that
little help.
bike, you can ride 21 miles and feel like you rode 2 miles.
Yes, but you could still have a workout if you wanted.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
can
you're still
turn the
getting.
assist down.
Yeah,
You're still working your heart, and I can cover way more territory than I would
you
if I
can
just had
ride.
my pedal.
I feel like there should be not a mandate, but an incentive for people to buy e-bikes because I think you'd have more people like from the government. This government definitely isn't doing that. But I think if you
Encourage
did
people to get
something like that,
outside, be active.
I think people would like I would like I want one, but I don't. What's the incentive for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, people would need a rebate, probably some sort of rebate back. I
Yeah,
don't know, but I want
yeah.
all the bells and
Free ice
whistles too.
cream
I
for a
want the
year.
free ice. You could ride to
That
the
would
ice
get me to
cream shop.
buy
I
it.
mean,
That's the
I'm
incentive.
going.
That's the incentive. Free
You
dairy
can lick
freeze
and
for a
ride at the
year.
same time.
Yeah, free dairy freeze for a year. So how do you see, so you've lived in Sumner for 20 years. You've been around, in and around, and watched Tahale grow and be built up. Where do you see these places in 5 to 10 years? Where do you see them evolving to?
Oh, wow. Another high school?
Oh,
Two more
really?
high school? Well, no. I mean, that's what we're going to need.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we're going to need more
Okay.
schools.
So just you think that there's going to be just more people moving
Yes. Well,
into
and Tahale
that
is not even
area?
done being developed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, half of that is going to the Ording School District. And let's be frank, the Ording School District is nowhere nearly has the infrastructure ready for this
Or
growth.
Yeah, and so for those that are listening, the Ording School District is a smaller school district. It's a one high school district, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
They have one
And
high
the
school,
middle
so
school and the high school sit on the same
yeah,
property.
so it's a really small community high school. And yeah, you're right. I
And
think
it's
that
been a
there's
little bit more remote because 162 is the highway that goes in and out. So it's not a great commuting place because of that. And it's been a little bit more rural because of that. And so they've had a
mm,
hard time passing bonds. But now that Tahaleh is a part of that community
that's going to help
and
a
will be
lot.
voting on those bonds,
It's going
I
to
think
help a
there's
lot.
probably going to be able to change that, and we're going to be able to build the infrastructure that is needed.
I hope so because I was actually just having this conversation actually with two different. I don't know why I'm getting fed all this education stuff on my timeline, but
Yeah,
I
you
got a
just can't get
couple.
away from it.
I can't. I love it though. And the way that schools are funded, I say that, inner city communities because of redlining, rural communities are impacted the most because of the lack of amount of households to draw taxes from. So that means those people are paying like higher and they're just like, yeah, I'm not doing that because there's not enough to draw off of. And there's no retail to draw off of in terms of
Yep.
taxes. So the property taxes are super important. And as a result, though, rural communities, based on how the school funding model is on the property taxes side of things, there's other pots of money that it comes in. But I'm just saying, in terms of this little pot that they get money from, rural communities are usually like hurting because they just don't have the tax base to draw from that other communities do.
Or like you say, like the establishments, the stores, or
Yeah.
generating
Which pay
income
taxes as
within.
well.
Yes, yeah.
So like
So
that's so yeah. So I hope that Tahale is a boon for the Ording School District in terms of um just a little bit more funding. That
yep,
would
a little
help
bit more funding.
for other kids, for kids to um yeah, just to have a bit because they're gonna need it anyway because
Well, and I
people are gonna move to
wish
Tahale.
we could get a Thai food. If anyone's listening out there, Indochine especially, if you're listening, We need a Thai food restaurant in Sumner.
Okay.
We have got Italian.
You got Mexican, you got Italian.
We have Italian for days. We've got pizza, pasta. And we've got teriyaki. We have Chinese. We need
That's
Thai
not Thai
food.
food though. That's not
Yeah,
like
we need
Thai
Thai
or
food.
Vietnamese
We got
or nothing like that.
burgers. We need Thai food.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what
she
I'm
says
hoping to see in the next 5 years.
Okay. So a little bit better food cuisine options. All right. Last thing. Oh, we got to get you going out of here. All right. I have one last segment before. Do you have anything else to say? Anything else to add about Sumner that we didn't touch on or Tahaleh?
No. If you have any questions, I'd love to talk about it. I'll take you to coffee.
Okay. Yeah. Kylie will take you coffee. You heard it here first. She's going to take you to coffee.
That's right.
All right. So I have a last segment called Fill in the Blank. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you just fill in the blank. It's really simple. It's really easy.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
It is. It's really easy. All right. So these are, let's see. If I wasn't in real estate, I'd probably be spending my days doing
miserable at a desk somewhere, working 8 to 5. I don't know what I'd be doing. I really don't.
All right. The one local spot in Sumner I always recommend people to is blank because blank.
Well, I guess I'm just going to stick with the coffee shop. Electric Coffee is one of my favorite. And they also have really good food. They also, with every sale, they give back to charity. So I love that. It's woman owned. I love that. So Electric Coffee House.
Okay.
But then we've got Eternal Soul Bowl as well.
That's there?
Yeah, there's so many.
They have the best. And I'm not saying that we're the acai bowl capital of the world because we have some we have our spots where we have acai bowls. It's not like San Diego where everywhere you go, there's just the crazy good. They have Eternal Soul Bowls. She does a great job.
Yeah.
She does a great job.
Love that. I mean, that's top 2. I was mad going.
Because she used to be downtown on Pacific. Yeah. And I was mad when she moved.
And they went through hell to open up in Sumner. Like they had to really work. They had to work really hard for that. Like because of the permits and getting the building up to speed is what it was.
All right, next question. When I need to recharge, you'll usually find me blank.
On a trail in the woods.
Okay.
Now, that happens once a year. So that is my dream of and it could be just maybe Point Defiance but to get out or get on my e-bike that I'm going to be getting. What recharges me is nature. And I need more of that in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to smell the trees. I want to be quiet. I just want to hear the birds, maybe a river or the ocean.
Okay.
Nature.
Sounds like you need to move from Sumner to Tahaleh.
I'm never moving.
A little known fact about me that surprises people is
that when I met you, you didn't speak. You were very quiet.
That's not about me. This is a little known fact about me.
Okay. Well, this is kind of annoying. And maybe I was a cheerleader in college. I mean, I was a cheerleader in junior high, high school, and college.
Yeah. That's not surprising to people who meet you.
And I was a flight attendant after college. Got to travel through the world. And I've been on Price is Right.
You've been on Price is Right?
Yeah.
Like you were one of the contestants?
No, I didn't get called. I was just on just went to the show.
Okay.
But I've got my name tag.
Yeah, that's dope. Bob Barker, he was on the show back then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And I would definitely go again. I think you should take the kids.
Maybe I will. I don't know. All right, we have one last one. When I'm feeling good, I'm usually listening to blank.
Ooh, listening. I mean, I'm bipolar. So I either listen to gangster rap or Christian music. So, I mean, it's going to be somewhere in between there.
That's crazy. That's wild. Oh, man, that's crazy. All right, so thank you. You've passed the fill in the blank segment.
You made it so easy, Dave. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's my goal. I try to. All right, so you have 30 seconds elevator pitch. Tell people where to find you, all those things, chill.
Kylie Hill Homes website or on Instagram. You can see all the fun. I've been trying to do some videos. Go to the Abode website. I'm easy to find.
Okay. Yeah, so just Google or go to Kylie Hill on Instagram and
you just go Kylie Hill and it should just pop up.
It actually really does
I've worked really hard on that. It should just be there.
It really does. All right. Well, thank you. First podcast. Thanks, it was Dave. Easy, and you said you were going to interview me. didn't do that.
I didn't even
So
get
I
a
did my
chance, so I'm
job.
coming back. I'm
I
coming back
did
for
my
you.
job. Yeah, so thank you for being on. That was really fun and informative. And I think so anyone that wants to hear about Sumner or Tahaleh and
Or
learn more,
anything.
like hit
Yeah.
Kylie up. She knows.
Or you
She's
want to
the
know some
person.
secrets on Dave? I got some.
Yeah, feel free. Have you heard of the T app? I'm not feeling the T app personally.
What? No, I am a slow learner.
Oh, you know,
I'm not an early
no.
adapter like you.
It's the younger generation thing right now. The T app is, I mean, we're on a tangent. We should be ending the show, but the T app is basically like women. It's an all female app, and they just be talking about men, good or bad. Like, but yeah,
That
it's a
could go
place where they
south.
be.
I don't know. That
Trust
could
me,
turn
I've seen, and
real.
it's not
Yeah.
good. I'm like, yo, this is
No.
bad. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I just don't understand how this app exists. But if people are
You
on
can
it,
just see
but
it in the comments on Instagram sometimes. That's my favorite thing is to read the
it's
comments on
10
some of
times
these
worse than
posts, and
that.
people just like,
It's that unhinged. It's that unhinged. So if
yeah.
we talking about
Oh,
all
I can only
kinds of stuff,
imagine.
it's crazy. So anyway,
It sounds like
how
I
did
need
we
to.
get
I'm
to
not
that?
interested in that app. That's not
Yeah,
mine.
no, we were talking about something. Anyway, I don't even know how that came up. That's just random. Yeah, that's the ops to me. I advise that people do not partake in the app because it's damaging to people's it's damaging to
Your
people. I
mentals
just
and what
don't
you put in your head all the time. If you're always just, you got to be so
talking
careful
mess
about what
about
you put,
men, but
what you
you
let
got a
in.
lot of scoring women out there that's like really like,
And then
yo,
they're
don't
behind
mess
the
with that dude.
screens,
Which
and they're
it
gonna
could be
just be.
it does have a purpose. I'm not saying it doesn't have a purpose for like dudes that shouldn't be like that. You're just giving people a warning, like, yo, heads up.
Yeah,
Like, but
I
it
don't know.
turns into way more than that. So then I'm like, well, we're just out here just spilling dirt and doing stuff about like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me.
And
But
then get
anyway,
yourself all fired up because that's what you're
oh,
thinking about.
that's how we got to this. Cause
Oh,
you
I got
said
some
talking
secrets.
about secrets about me. I'm like, yeah, there ain't much.
No,
Feel
I don't
free,
have any. Dave, you don't have any
ask away,
secrets. That's a fib.
ask her
That's just to
away.
get people hooked. Maybe they'll come back.
Don't worry, they're gonna come back. They listen to this, and be like, man, that was a good episode. I'm about to go to I'm about to go to Sumner and see what's up with dairy freeze. So
Okay,
anyway,
well, thanks, Dave.
all right. Well, thanks for coming on, and thank y'all for listening. And we will be back with more next week. All right, peace.